photos, develop intriguing messages. O-Mail Video Email creates video chats. Get your free O-Mail account today by simply registering at www.coolzone.ai.
Break it down.
Amazon will use computer vision and AI to deliver things in perfect condition and boost sustainability. At Amazon fulfillment hubs across North America, Project PI, short for Private Investigator, will scan millions of products every day for flaws. Project PI uses generative AI and computer vision to detect broken products and inaccurate colors and sizes before they reach buyers. The AI model finds flaws and root causes, allowing Amazon to take preventative actions upstream. These sites have successfully identified product faults amid the massive number of products handled each month using this system. Before shipping, Project PI inspects each item in an imaging tunnel. An item with a problem is isolated and studied to see if other products are affected. Amazon associates evaluate reported items and decide whether to sell them at a discount on Amazon Second Chance, donate them, or find other uses. Plans call for expanding this technology to improve manual inspections at numerous North American fulfillment centers in 2024. Amazon VP of Worldwide Selling Partner Services Dharmesh Mehta said, "We want to give customers the best experience every time they shop in our store. AI and product imaging in our operations facilities allow us to efficiently detect potentially damaged products and address more of them before they reach a customer, which benefits the customer, our selling partners, and the environment." Project PI is vital to Amazon's environmental efforts. Preventing broken or defective items from reaching customers reduces refunds, packaging waste, and transportation-related carbon emissions. Amazon's VP of Worldwide Sustainability, Kara Hurst, said, "AI is helping Amazon ensure that we're not just delighting customers with high-quality items, but we're extending that customer obsession to our sustainability work by preventing less-than-perfect items from leaving our facilities and avoiding unnecessary carbon emissions due to transportation, packaging, and other returns process steps." Amazon is also using a generative AI system using a multimodal LLM, MLLM, to investigate unfavorable customer experiences. This technology analyzes fulfillment center photos and customer input to determine what went wrong when defects pass initial tests. The system checks fulfillment center photos for product labels to identify errors, such as incorrect product sizes. This technology also benefits Amazon's selling partners, notably small and medium-sized enterprises, who account for 60% of sales. Amazon helps vendors fix issues fast and avoid errors by making defect data more accessible. You can join the next global AI giant ONPASSIVE to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai.
Hello, everyone. Red, you made it. Oh, Red's been trying to get on for 10 minutes, guys. That's what I was waiting for. And he was on for 1 second. Anyway, when he comes back, hopefully, he's back again. I'll try again. Hold on. You're back again,
There we
Red.
go. Yeah, it should be all right now.
Hey, Red, how would you, because your internet, would you like to go first? Have anything to say, and then I'll go? Okay.
We're good now.
Okay, I'll chat a little bit. Hello, everybody. As you can see, I have got rid of Chris, and I upgraded to red. By the way, I know Chris is listening to this, so I'm sure he's laughing. Um, I would have upgraded even more, but Jane was busy today, so we're gonna we're gonna try to do the best we can. Uh, anyway, as you saw in that video where AI is scanning packages for Amazon, look, I know there's a lot of people, but AI is just like any other thing. It's new, it's changing the world, and we're on the top of that wave. The point is, there's good, there's bad, and there's ugly in everything. Passive is using the good, and it's to enhance us. It's not for taking the place of. It's going to enhance all the products that we have. Anything that you use in Unpassive, any company that comes in and uses the products of Unpassive, it will enhance their business or enhance individuals. So that's pretty powerful thing. And that's what I look at. I look at all the stuff coming out, and yeah, some people are worried about privacy and all that. Listen, just like anything else, there'll be a whole industry built around AI. From what it can do good, we'll have people that will protect it, we'll have security, and you're going to have the people that are going to try to break into whatever they can break into. That's what they do. None of that's changed. There was people that lived on the dark side when there was cavemen and would steal food, to now we're in AI and you still have those certain group of people that just don't want to play a fair game. But good always wins. So anyway, another thing I wanted to say is, as you know, Ash had his procedure. It wasn't a big deal. It went well, um, and he's resting. Newsflash: he's supposed to be resting, but I guarantee he's not. Nobody believes that. No one, including Ash. But anyway, everything's going well. Myself and Red and Chris have hammered this home. Everything that was said in the last 2 weeks on Passive with Mr. Mufara was to let you know the core part of Unpassive, what we knew up to 2 weeks ago, that hasn't changed. When the money hits and the spot it needs to hit, commissions and bonuses will be paid. That could happen any day. In fact, I would not be surprised. The beauty of that is, which is unheard of, Passive isn't going to move forward as far as the OES or the digital products until he starts with a clean slate, meaning people that have commissions, people that have bonuses will be paid. I have said this many, many times. Red has said it, I know it as many times as me, and so is Chris. So keep that in mind. Nothing changed. When Ash comes in and talks on a Wednesday, doesn't mean the Wednesday before was deleted. What he had said to us the last 2 weeks is, okay, I want you to back out as big as you think Unpassive is. And this is why he has told all of us, you're lucky if you know 1%. And I thought, maybe I'm up to 5% now. I know Unpassive pretty well. I'm imagination's not bad. Well, then he said, now I want you to back off 1,000 miles, and Unpassive is just a planet in a solar system that we're building. And now I realize, no, I probably don't even know 1%. But anyway, I'm happy with what I know, because what I know is enough to boggle this mind. And another thing that scared people, and I say things over and over, and there's a reason, because some people hear it, some don't. The next day, if I can get one more person to hear this, when he said, I'm not going to treat people the same, what this means is, you obviously know that if somebody had pre-built a team, they're going to start off a little bit ahead. It doesn't mean in the race that we all won't wind up doing unbelievable. Obviously, the one thing that I want to emphasize, I can tell you personally, is when myself, Mike, and Van got here, when we found out that directly we can help ourselves, of course, but indirectly, we're going to help everyone that we invite personally, and even people that came in. So to me, You got a great product. Everybody wants it. We're not trying to sell a widget or a left-handed skyhook. Everybody wins. Everybody will win in a different speed, but everyone wins. That's all he's saying. That's all he's saying. And when he says, loyal people, listen, loyal people are that are on this channel right now. That's loyal people. Obviously, me and Red and Chris and other people you see on every week, yes, we're there, but that doesn't make you any less important. He said that. Remember, it's not about the size of your team, it's the size of who you are. And many of you have been here like a marathon instead of sprinters. We've seen some people come and go. I've seen many in 5.5 years or whatever it is, and Red's seen more than I have. But you stuck with it. We worked together. All of us lift you up above ourselves. Trust me, I don't go in and talk to Ash unless I'm usually talking about somebody else. So remember that. Never forget that. One shout out I want to give out to Daniel Sammy from Papua New Guinea. Daniel, I hope everything's going better there. We heard about this, bad thing that happened. But anytime, Daniel, that you think things have calmed down and you'd like to have a webinar, because Dave doesn't come on here very much, set one up. And I can bring some people. In fact, if you have it at midnight, I'm sure Red would come because that puts him early in the morning, but at least it's not the middle of the night. And I know I can get people here, U.S., Canada, and around the world. We will come and show some support for PNG. Also, I know the OTEC pros would come. I'm going to turn it over to Red. I'm not going to chat as much. I want to say something first. I've known Red, and I don't know if you guys know the story, but I've known Red which is a scary thought because I didn't think about this till Peter Rogers reminded me. Probably known him 10 years now.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, because 5.5 here, and I knew him 2 or 3 businesses before that.
Yeah.
Back in, it might be 10 years. Anyway, can't believe that. And I'm going to tell you a little story. Red stood out in everything that I was in with him. He just, especially when he was on video and he did videos and all that. Okay. So when we moved over, which I moved over, obviously he invited Peter, Peter invited me, and blah, blah, blah. But as we were going and we were growing and doing, and Mike Ellis started doing videos. I'm not a video guy because I can't say what I have to say in 5 minutes. Obviously, I get made fun of that. But Red can. He can organize and all that. We're just different people, different delivery. And I remember calling him. I don't remember when it was. Hey, you got to start coming out and doing video. People want it. People need to hear it. And he did. He took the place of, I don't even know whose place he did take. Probably no one. But he came in and filled that void of what? QA, the QA guy. Well, that's morphed into something totally different. It's more of an information guy. Because question and answers, we haven't had anybody come in for 2 years. If you don't know now what's going on, you're probably Rip Van Winkle and you just woke up and you can catch up by watching videos. But other than that, he's the one that updates you on the update so that you understand, breaks it down. And we're not putting people down. There's a lot of terminology that I'll say, and people come back and say, Marty, that's easy, you say, but some people don't even understand the terminology. So I had to work on that in the last 5 years. But in general, you have a little bit of Chris, which is all we need because I know he's laughing right now. A little bit of me and a little bit of Red and a little bit of all these different people, okay? And it makes things happen. And as you know, everybody knows, Red created that lane, just like that big truck that went by him. When we came into ONPASSIVE, now when we became LC, I hate that, but when you pick a lane automatically. I morphed into where I am now. I went here probably because this is who I am, right? A big mouth. I lost him. He might come back. He told me to talk first, so it's his fault. Anyway, he'll be back. 560 people. Woo. But anyway, let me do a couple shout outs until Red comes back because I'm really done. But I want to thank everybody here for being who you are. This is my why right now, really. When people say, "Oh, what are you going to do?" Well, you hope my hopes and dreams have already started. I've always loved talking to people. Chris said, laughing my ass off, he's making fun of Red. Of course he is. Well, I thought you're supposed to be getting a. Chris, I thought you were supposed to be getting a pap smear right now. Oh, that's right. I wasn't supposed to say anything. Okay, I'm not going to joke, guys. I can't help myself. Anyway, let me give a couple shout outs. Gene, the one and only Aliba is in the house. Red, you're fired. Megan, hello. Michael Morris, what's up? Bitmata, unbelievable. Chandin Manjumder, welcome. Janet, oh, that one's going too fast. Wow, you guys are chatting away. Okay, let's move this way. David Otto, how you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you for a while. Gemma, hello, Gemma. Where is your sister? She better be here somewhere. Oh, she's here. Gemma's here. Listra's here. Hello, ladies. Janet Butler. Wow, Janet is part of the person that makes the updates with Dan and who else? Daryl Cook and Peter. Excellent. I believe she's probably the best, but they're really, really good. Anyway, I also worked with Janet when we were doing migrating and troubleshooting. She was so good, my opinion, is I went off and did something else. And usually I'm such a pain in the butt, but she made me feel comfortable doing it. I just, what do I got to do when I got to see Janet? She'll tell you. Red's back. Let's see if we can do this now.
You're never going to guess what happened, Marty. But all those nice things that you were talking to me about overheated my phone and it shut down.
Good. Well, Chris came on. Chris came on, who's supposed to be a doctor. I mean, at the doctor's office, and he said you're fired.
Well, I'm here now, and I'm sorry I'm in the car. Jay,
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
We've just been up to see my mother because it's her birthday on Saturday, so we've popped up to give her a present beforehand. The traffic has been pretty bad. I actually thought I'd be back in situ, so we've pulled over the side of the road, and as you can see with all the big lorries going past, we're in a little bit of a busy location, but at least the signal is good. I just want to reiterate a little bit of what Marty's been saying before I get into the other bits about ONPASSIVE, that we probably have known each other at least 9 or 10 years now, and all credit does go to Marty for getting this person, this UKian's person's arse into gear to do videos. We were in one business where there was a very close-knit community of maybe only 100, 150. We're getting coached for a network marketing thing that was going on, and then Marty said, we got talking and backwards and forwards and stuff, and he said in those early days that I should start doing something. And it really wasn't till he joined ONPASSIVE in the February-March of 2019 that he actually came out and says, Red, you've got to start doing videos. You've got the charisma, you've got the look, you're from the UK, and it really did inspire me to do something. And that's always been the case with Marty, as you've known. He always puts people before himself, and what a trait that is to have if you can do that. I mean, a lot of people look at themselves and they think, what is in it for me? What can I get out of this? Where with Marty, he's always, not just ONPASSIVE and other things that he's done, he's always wanted to try his best for everybody. Now, obviously, trying your best for everybody in certain businesses doesn't pan out the way that you want it, because what you're told, what you're promised, doesn't actually transpire to be the truth. But you in yourself, you know that what you have said is on the back of somebody else saying it and you believe that person. I think that ONPASSIVE really has been a breath of fresh air for so many of us. Why? Because it has certainly given us the ability to dream once again, which has been taken away from us on so many occasions because that rug has been pulled from underneath us for all sorts of reasons. But more importantly, I think it's the staying power of our CEO and the company for what they are trying to achieve. That is, for me, one of the main principles of what ONPASSIVE is all about, is that they are determined to see it through. And I've said on my lives on many occasions that for those that might be getting despondent now, for those that are getting tired of maybe waiting or whatever terminology that you want to use, you owe it to yourself and the people around you to see this one through. The company's going nowhere. The company are not going to walk away from this. The CEO is definitely not going to be walking away from this. So you owe it to yourselves to see it to the end. Now, what is that end? I can tell you what the end is. It's the start. That is what the end is. You know, all the things that we've been saying for 5 years or more now of when this goes commercial, when we're in a position where people are starting to make money from ONPASSIVE, that's the end of the journey of the start of the foundership, the start of the affiliates and the customers coming in and all the rest of it. That is the end of that part. That's what we've been talking about for those 5.5 years. But in reality, it's the start. It's the start of the next part of the ONPASSIVE journey. From the building blocks that we have got, the base, and it is a massively huge base now, things are going to springboard from that. And really, this is what I've loved over the last 2 sessions from our CEO for what news he has brought to us. 2 weeks ago, he gave us quite a bombshell in retrospect. We were all going to 360 with a bit of a mindset of we're going to hear about money, we're going to hear about commissions and when they are all starting. And boom, he said, I'm taking back control of this company. And we were all actually taken aback a little bit. But the more that you listened to what he actually had to say, the more sense it started to make. Couple that with what we heard a couple of days ago from a different angle with new perspectives, then it all starts becoming a little bit clearer. Why? Because he's giving us another little bit of the puzzle. That puzzle is, we're not going anywhere. Nothing has changed. Everything is still on course. Like Marty says, I believe as well that just because we haven't seen things going yet does not mean to say we're going to be waiting another month or another 2 months or even weeks. That's not what he's saying. He's saying, I've put in place already, you are going to be shocked by what you see. Not I'm starting, not it's going to be happening. I've already done it and you're going to be shocked. He almost had a little bit of a wry smile on his face a couple of days ago. Did you look at his expressions of I know so much more than you do, but I can't say anything? Yes, I might not be here for a couple of weeks because the doctors have told me I can't be, but I can't see him making it past 2 days, to be honest, before he starts getting really bored and coming back in slowly and slowly. But one thing I do know, anything and everything that this guy has ever done has been for the benefit of the people. We've said it on so many times. Marty uses the great analogy of the wind beneath his wings. We are that 80% he's talking about. We are the reason he gets up from his bed every morning, goes out there and literally has the crap kicked out of him from every corner of every single place that you could imagine. Guess what he does the next day? He looks at that 80% and he gets going once again. And I really think that we are going to be in for a shock. And that shock is a good thing, not a bad thing. because of what he has said, between the reading of the lines, I really truly believe that we know so little about what is going to happen to the business, us, our lives, the potential that is going to be there within ONPASSIVE, and we really are in an amazing place. Back to you, Marty.
Wow, Chris, you're fired. Anyway, one thing I want to say, Bob Jacucci's birthday. Bob, Big Bob, you were made a big difference in ONPASSIVE, no doubt about it, and happy birthday, brother. I just wanted to say that. Can you still hear me, Red? Okay, because I can't hear you. Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, like Red said, I'm going to wrap this up, but all the stuff going on, and when Ash looks back, like Red said, no matter how bad, and trust me, what we think is a bad day, he would love to have. Okay, but when he looks back and realizes we're still there, and by the way, the core of people that care and what we call, the furniture you feel comfortable having in your living room is growing every day. And that to me is the power. Look, myself and Red have no control, nor do I want it, of making the products. I don't want that. I know and always thought in the MLM days, the problem with MLM is you use people to get where you want to get. I don't care how you put it, how you slice it. I don't care who tells you what. I've worked with many. I know Red has. And the story is fake it till you make it. It's that mentality. And then you find out if you talk to the really big dogs, supposedly, and you say these words, yeah, but other people aren't going to be able to do that. They're not going to be able to do that. And he goes, thank God. How disgusting is that? So even when they're talking to your face as a friend, there's no friend involved at all. It's a racket. I hated it. And people say, well, why would you be? This is people outside of ONPASSIVE. You know how to market. Why would you be an ONPASSIVE? You know why? Because it's real. Everything about ONPASSIVE is real. You guys are real. You matter. Indirectly, everything I've ever done in ONPASSIVE indirectly is going to affect other people in a positive way. Whatever little chunk that I do or Red does or whatever, we know that the outcome is not pretend. It's not make believe. It's not fake it till you make it. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear anything like that. And that's why we defend and we push what we have. But I also want you to know you'll never move ahead if you don't believe in yourself. I've seen people grow in this business. Yesterday was Marcienne's birthday. And she is she would make the Energized Bunny feel bad. Okay, no doubt. He would quit. She's so energized. She's so positive. I mean, just electrifying. She was so happy about the birthday. I don't know what that would cost, but for me, it's priceless. People I've grown up with people here. I've moved around. I've seen people upset. Do we hear a lot of bad news? Yeah, because we got a big family. But I hear a lot of good things too. And during the bad days, that's what the character of the person is. I've seen a lot of people on ONPASSIVE and Red knows that you never see them. And then when the coast got clear, they're popping their head over the turret. What matters is who you are in a bad time. That's your character. Anybody can be great in a sunny day. And I've seen so many people, what I call diamonds in the rough, when it wasn't so great, they don't have the best life. And what do? They still concentrate on others. We all did that. We probably wouldn't be watching TV with people and all these wars and stupid crap going on. And we don't even know why they're fighting. So ONPASSIVE is a world within itself. I'm glad I'm part of it. I love working with people. Yeah, there's days I go, oh, I want to shoot myself, but it doesn't last that long. I want to thank everybody for always being here and supporting me. Same for Red, no doubt about it. Listen, you're the wind beneath our wings, and somebody's the wind beneath your wings. And it's a great company because everybody's helping everybody else. Everybody's lifting everybody. You can't buy that. Ash knows that. He even said it, and he said it again. Red said it today. 80% is the people. That's the power. The technology's there. They're going to get it. The money's there, by the way. About $460 trillion floating around the world. All we're going to do is invent a big rake and start raking it to people like Norell and John White and all of you who have been the back seat the whole time. You know what I mean? I love that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you, everybody.
One moment. I'm just going to bring one point up that I'd like to bring, which is a very, very poignant and special day for everyone across the world. And that is the day that kept our freedom. Today is the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings over in Normandy. And I personally want you to have a little think about that sacrifice that so many gave to give us the freedoms that we all have in literally every country around the world that has a democracy. Without those people, what they did 80 years ago, it could be a completely different story that we are telling today. So on behalf of all the veterans and people who have served, we thank you all for your service. Back to you, Marty.
Absolutely. I was watching that before I came on my live today, where they have a bunch of people there, no kidding, 90s and 100-year-old, where they brought them back to the landing where they stormed the beach. And what those people did, and they were boys. Let's not kid ourselves. We're talking about 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and they're kids for our freedom. And that's why, yeah, I'm very strong into that. My brother was killed in action. My father spent 20 years in the military. My other brother was in the military. He was a lieutenant. My other brother was a ranger. My other brother spent 4 years. The whole family was military. We moved all over the United States because my dad was in the military. And yes, it's a different breed of people. But that generation made it possible for me to be sitting here in a free country just like Red. So anyway, yeah, I never want to forget that. Anyway, love you all. Red, thanks for being on, buddy. And hello, Jane. I was supposed to mess with you, but I told Chris I'm not doing it. Hey, I'll let him do that. Oh God. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Have a great day, and
Thank you. Loved
everybody.
it.
All right, bye bye. Thanks, Red.
Bye.